everyone. All I have to be able to keep listening to Fresh News and Fresh FM 405. My name is Calvin Bassis.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning, traders. I can see a lot of people in already, and it's a good day. It's very bright, brand new morning. And guess what? It's also the end of, and of course, it's also the first week of this week, which makes it kind of like a very unique day. All right, it's a unique day for me. Okay, so and I want to believe it's going to be a profitable day for me and for you listening to me. So depending on where you're listening from, the channel is enabled. I want to see people saying good morning. So I'm going to enable for all of us to be able to say good morning to ourselves and thank God for a new month. Before we begin, right? And of course, that will make us be able to kind of like get to kind of say good morning, just good morning, and thank God, okay, for the end of the month. So everybody, you can mute yourself and say good morning. All right.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, all.
Thank God for the end of the month. Oh.
Good morning, sir.
Amen.
Yes, so
Amen.
it's a very good week, and of course, I want to believe all of us are going to be profitable this week. Okay, and also
Amen.
thank God that Nigeria is, welcome to another level of another year, kind of, beginning tomorrow, October 1st. Okay, so you need to also know that. Let me just quickly chip that in. You need to know that the Rally Trade will not be opening our offices tomorrow. Federal government already declared tomorrow as public holiday, but that does not mean that online channels will stop, right? We're going to be online. This same MMR, that's the morning market review, is going to be live same time 8 o'clock tomorrow, and our that's our basic classes. Okay, for Tuesday 10 o'clock is still going to be on. Okay, so whoever is taking that class will still be there to take it, especially for beginners that still don't know how to place buy and sell, how to analyze price, how to look at candles. Okay, tomorrow is another good day. It's another opportunity for you to learn that 10 o'clock in the morning, depending on where you are. And of course, that class actually is particularly useful for people that are far away from our offices. You can ask questions and of course, and everything. So, and of course, Wednesday we'll resume back. So the classes we're going to be taking today, which is the basic class in our offices, is going to continue as usual, day one, but the day two is going to be on Wednesday, all right? And of course, on Thursday, we begin another day, which will be day one, and of course, Friday, day two. And of course, based on what I'm seeing on the calendar, which I just prepared this morning for the month of October, there will be kind of like a general session for kind of like an online, newbies that don't know how to, navigate their phones and laptops on Friday. But this Wednesday, we are preparing to have kind of like an online advanced class. Okay, advanced class on Wednesday. Generally, it's going to be online. Don't worry. The time is going to be 10 o'clock. And what we'll be looking at is, I think it's going to be publicized. I'm not sure of the topic now, but maybe I can just peep in and give it like an expo. Okay, so I think it's going to be how to win 90% of your trade with trend line, right? We're going to be looking at how to use trend line to win 90% of your trade. So just, stick by and check your email. And of course, definitely, a message is going to be sent across to your email to advise you and to remind you of the time. So I see a lot of people in the house already. I see Chinedu Osai. I want to see if I can mention a lot of names. AI, which is wisdom, and Adeleke, Adeola, Adewumi. See more name. I'm just, hyping your name now. Akinyemi, Adetunji, Alebode, Sedu. Okay, very good name there. And Afosos, okay. That's Ikediashi, right? Anthony Awujobi, Awujobi Felix, a very known name. Okay, glad you are here, sir. You're welcome. Ayodeji, Bash. I wish I can mention all names, okay? And let me see if I can mention names that are really kind of Nigeria, right? So if I see, for example, if I see Francis, I'll not mention your name. But if I see Kehinde, those are Nigerian names. Agunbiade, Nigerian name. Kolade, Nigerian name. Lekuti, Nigerian name. I don't think Livinus is a Nigerian name, but Ebu is a Nigerian name. So I don't want to call Luke. Luke is not a Nigerian name, but Itakan is a Nigerian name, I'm sure. Moji is a Nigerian name. Morenike, kind of like a Morenike rather. Okay, Ngozi, those are very genuine Nigerian name. Obina, Nigerian name. Ojo, Nigerian name. Victor is not a Nigerian name. Okay, don't mind me. I'm just trying to see names, okay, that are Nigerian, and I'm giving respect to those names because I'm 100% Nigerian and 100% African. Now, let's quickly go on and, leave greeting. And of course, sorry if I didn't mention your name. You're welcome. You're all welcome. So I'm going to be sharing my screen now, and I'm going to be sharing my MT5 screen. The last time I was there was, I think it was Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Or was it Thursday? I'm not sure. I think it was Thursday. I want to believe it was Thursday. I'm not sure. Okay, and of course, the person that was taking the class then was this young man in Abuja. But unfortunately, he could not really complete the class. So we took some trades. I think I still have my own running. I actually forgot to put the profit. So that's the one in crude oil and the one in card. Okay, so for the USD card, I'm going to be sharing that for the first time this morning. I want to believe that this price will continue to push forward. So if you're on buy on USD card, you might as well leave it. And if you are not yet on buy, what you can do is to wait for your opportunity to place a buy. And one of such is to go to charts like H4, H1, or D1 and look out for opportunities to buy. Now, opportunities to buy will come when the price returns to support on those time frames. So whether you're on D1, okay, you are on H1, or you are on H4. Okay, opportunities to buy will always come when you are on a support. So I'm going to go on now and mute you all, okay? And of course, that means you'll not be able to speak, and of course, your conversations at home will not disturb us, right? That's if you do mistake and, switch on your audio channel for you to speak to us. But of course, by the time we'll be finishing the class anyway, you remember that I always like to hear from you guys. Feedbacks, right? Feedbacks, questions on the topic discussed today. Now, that said, let me see if I can get to comment section, see if anybody drop anything. Nothing yet. All right, so if you want me to look at anything out of what I'm going to be looking at, you might as well just drop it in the comment section. I'll pick it, and of course, I'll look at it. That way, it will be inclusive, it will be participatory, and of course, I will respect your opinion and your choice of instrument that you want to look at. Now, if you can see my screen, I'm on USD card. Please confirm to me that you can see it by typing yes, or give a thumb up that you can see my screen. And then, of course, I'll begin to disseminate. Can you see my screen, everybody? Someone can see my screen? Right? Hello? If you can see my screen, just type yes. And of course, I'll begin. You can see my screen, you type yes, and of course, I will start. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of yes, right? Right, I'm seeing a lot of yes. Okay, so that means people are seeing my screen. All right, so let's get started. But I'm not really getting the messages here. I don't know what happened to Zoom. Only few people can send me direct message. So if it is direct message, you can send it. That's if you cannot send to everyone. I would have loved for you to send to everyone. But if you cannot send to, everyone, just send directly to me. I will receive it, right? Okay, so thank God. Now, if you look at what we have on USD card, let's begin very fast. If I go to on this D1, this is the daily chart. If I go to stochastic, you can see that the stochastic right here is just beginning to give us kind of like a wave for a buy. Now, what do I mean by that? If you look at what we have here, there's a clear convergence on the chart on the screen. For the lower level, let's look at the lower level of the D1 screen. On the D1, we have kind of like something like this. The price does lower low on the screen, on the candlestick chart. But on the indicator side, the price does higher low, right? And this is clear convergence. What I mean by convergence is if you look at it carefully, it appears that if we extend this line to infinity, if we continue to extend it and extend it and extend it, one day, and we also extend this one like so and like so, one day, obviously, they will meet each other. In the future, that's what we call convergence, all right? Now there's a convergence on the daily time frame. What you can do is to go to 1 hour and be looking for a divergence, all right? Now, in the screen right now, or on the screen right now, we see that the price is doing this on the 1 hour time frame. The price is going higher, right? Now, what you need to do is to wait for the indicator to do lower high. The price is doing higher low. What you need to do is to wait for the price on the 1 hour chart to do lower low or equal low, which is double bottom. Now, the first opportunity came here. Let me see if we can just clear the screen one more time. Let me just clear the screen so that we ignore the daily chart. So since we have a kind of like a higher low right here, the lows are getting higher in it on the 1 hour chart. Remember, on the D1, we already see convergence. But on the H1, we now need to look for a divergence, good morning, or a double bottom. Okay, so in that wise, we see that by the time we discount, let's say we discount this part. Let's look at this. Okay, so, and of course, we can also do this. Let's do this. So right here, from this point to this point, we see that the price is doing higher low, right? But while the price is doing higher low, from this point to this point, the price is doing more like a higher low. But at that level, the price on the indicator is doing lower low. Okay, that's what we call divergence. So obviously, and even if we extend it to kind of like reflect more, we see that the price is definitely kind of moving up. So there's a clear option beginning to gather. So that means you can now begin to look for a buy. One of such opportunity came here when the indicator does something like this. Okay, I hope you can see my screen clearly. Does this. Then the price does kind of like give us kind of like I don't know how to call it, a spilling bar with a bullish candle. So at this level, you can place a buy. That's at this level. Let me see if I can put an arrow on that candle. Once that kind of candle close, you place a buy. Okay, so that's why you see me place a buy on my screen. That's why you see this current buy that you're seeing now, this buy that you're seeing now that I'm shaking, is the one that actually, give me that opportunity to place that buy. After that candle formed, I place a buy. So that's how you can use candles to know when to place a buy. You can see the way I'm adjusting my take profit now. And so one of my colleagues asked me one particularly that, see, why don't you use take profit and stop loss? Like, why don't you place it already? And I told him, see, it comes with kind of like the more you are. Sorry about that break in transmission, people. I want to apologize. Sincerely, I apologize. Let me continue this conversation by sharing my screen so that we can be on the same page. Okay. Let me check and be sure that I'm on the right track. Share this. Okay, so I was just discussing this USD card, and then internet fluctuated on my side from the main line, so I had to switch to an alternative internet channel, internet source. So I was saying that this USD card will still have room to grow. So it could be as much as, you know, maybe 10,000 naira. By the time it gets to this equal high, that will be around 18K. So even if it's like maybe 18K that I'm able to get, it's fine. And of course, you can see that I still don't have stop loss. So, but by the time the price grows to maybe instead of me to have a stop loss, kind of like this, I'll wait for the price to move inside. Maybe the price is currently around here, then I can drop my stop loss around there, right? And of course, it will be like a trailing stop. So that's the one I prefer. Of course, let me just use that opportunity to delete the stop loss. But of course, that does not mean that you guys should not use stop loss. You should use stop loss if you know how to use it. I don't know. How do I want to actually delete the stop loss. Yeah, cancel. Okay, so that's me. All right, so let's talk about you. So what can you do on USD card? We can wait for the price to return to support. Let me see if I can switch to kind of like a clean slate. Can I switch to a clean slate? For me, understand. Okay, so let's see if we can use this one while I disable, that, information from the screen. Of course, we can use indicator to show stochastic now. And of course, we can check when the price will return to support. Okay, there are ways you can know. There are about 2-3 ways you can know when the price is returning to a support so they can buy. See, the direction is up. Okay, so the first one is using stochastic, and it is when this stochastic return to this 20 period and go lower. So when the stochastic return to this level, okay, that's this stochastic you are seeing in the middle now. It has to return to this green zone. So you can paint that kind of zone on your chart. That's what you can do. That's what I encourage you to do. You will need to paint this kind of zone on your chart. All right. Open your chart to your phone or laptop, put stochastic like this default. And of course, don't put anything on the screen. You don't need an indicator for the first one, this stochastic. And of course, you need to wait for the price for the stochastic to print in this region. That's below 20. And once it prints below 20, something like this one, let me see if I can just copy to this side. Something like this. Sorry, I want to actually copy. Something like this, something that happened here. So when it prints like that, and then it return kind of like, let me see if I can zoom in, okay, and then go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit so that we can see history. So if it does something like this, and then you see instances when the stochastic is beginning to print the green line above the red dot, then you can now switch to buy. That's when the price returns to support. That's option 1. Option 2 is let's clean everything on the screen and use moving average. For example, this one. So the price also returns to support when for example, now the price just left support right now. Let me see if I can zoom in for people to see. So you have instances here when the price returns to this indicator. Can you see it? So when it returns to indicator like that, it means that the price came back for a support, and now it's beginning to push back to the upside. So right now, it's a time for you to place a buy. All right. If it is the first wave, for example, what I mean by first wave is when the price does something like this around here. This was the first wave area. Okay. The price returned to support in this area. Of course, it was the first time after a breakout. Let me see if I can explain that briefly. There was a breakout. There was a kind of like a jump on that side. The price met a resistance. So this zone was a resistance at a point in time. So after that resistance met, the price does something. It returns to support. That means it returns to this moving average around here. Can you see it? All this region, the price returns to moving average, looking for a support. And after getting to this support, played around. And of course, the first thing it did was to break the resistance around here. The resistance was broken around here. Let me see if I can use horizontal line to explain that right there. So that zone was a resistance zone. And now that the price has broken it, it still came back for that same support. That's in this region. I don't know if I can just copy to this region. So that was like the second wave, okay, of coming to look for a support. And now that the price has seen good support, the price is going up. That's what you can see. That's why you are seeing all these ones. Sorry. Let me see if we can just click this. So the price broke support, and sorry, the price broke resistance again, and it's moving up. Can you see the moving up? And now there's a wave again back to that support. So this region you are seeing, the white painted part, is also a support. It's just that I don't like buying on the third wave. This is like the third. You can see now we have about 3 boxes. Box 1 right here. I don't know if I can just double click that. You can see the box 1 here. You can also see the box 2 here. That's the second time it was returning to support. And of course, you can also see the box 3 here, this one. That's the third time it's returning to support. Now, I do not buy on the third wave. Okay? I do not buy on the third wave. So do not buy on the third wave. It's not good. So you need to wait for the price to really, even if it's good, you're going to buy on the third wave, the price must return to the black level. Okay? That means the price must come back for this level. Okay? It must come back for this level. Then you can now say, oh, I want to buy on the third wave. All right. So for now, I don't think it's a good time for you to buy until finally the price now, does something like this, return to that one I showed you first, stochastic. Okay, we can add it to this one also until the price now eventually the indicator print around this area. That's when you'll be sure that the price has really found support. Now that's part 2 or second way of knowing that the price has found support in an uptrend. The third one, I'm going to clean again and move to this one. So the third one is this one, the Bollinger Band, and it's a little bit tough on the 1 hour time frame, but it's possible. So you need to wait for the price to return to the lower Bollinger Band, this one. It needs to return to this one. And when it returns, it must, like a compulsory course, print a supportive candle that indicates a buy. For example, a bullish engulfing, for example, a spinning bar, for example, a hammer. Okay, those are candles, even Dragonfly Doji, those are candles that support a buy. When it does, you know that the price has returned to support. I hope this is clear enough. If it is clear, please give me a wave that, oh, it is clear. Just wave. You don't need to type anything. Some people say they cannot see screen. Don't understand. Wait, oh. I see messages here that people cannot see my screen. Is it true? Type yes if you cannot see my screen. But if you can see my screen, give me a wave. Kind of raise up your hand or something. I understand the challenges of people not being able to, send me messages. Okay, so, but if you can see my screen, type yes, even if it's a direct message to me. Can you all see screen? Okay, even if it's a direct message to me. Oh, sorry. I actually wanted to send that to everyone. Okay. Thank you very much, people. Thank you very much. So that explanation is clear. I want to believe so. That explanation is very good, and of course, it's clear enough. All right, so let's continue. All right, so I'm glad. Good. Thank you. I'm glad. All right, so that explains. So we can now move to the second part, or the second instrument for today. Right? Second instrument for today. Let me see if I can just close this one and go to the second one. Let's look at Euro USD. Now, Euro USD has been very, very volatile in the past few days. What I mean by volatility is already obvious on the screen. Let's clear it with this. We can see a lot of wave. That's what we call volatility. Price goes up, all right, and price come down. Can you see it? So this is what we call volatility. It's exactly what we call volatility. Price goes up, price goes up, price goes up. So a lot of wave, right? And price goes down. I just want to show you waves. Price goes down. That's a lot of volatility. Now, I can assure you that people lose money more when the price is volatile like this. If price is trending, people will know that price is going up. Okay, so, but I think professionally, I will tell you something today that I believe about Euro USD. So I want to believe that Euro USD is currently on a resistance. That's why it is doing this. How do we know that? It will be difficult for you to know on the 1 hour time frame. But if you switch to D1, let's clear the screen and switch to D1. Hope you can see the daily chart. Okay, so the price is very close, marginally close to a previous resistance. All right, so it is okay for the price to do what it's doing. Okay, you can see it already. Price is playing around resistance. Now, let's see. This thing you are seeing now is very close to you. So you are not seeing things. You are still not seeing things. Let's zoom out. And you see, when we zoom out, that we are now seeing things, okay, previously. So just like they will say previously on maybe a kind of like a soap opera, okay, or kind of like a movie. So you see a resistance there, and then you see the same resistance there, and then you see the same resistance there, and then you are seeing the same resistance now. Okay, now. So you can see this painted part on the screen. They are equal, all right? And even if we extend it to the back, okay, even if we see, let's extend it to the back, okay, you can see that that was a support in the past. That was a support in the past, okay, at that part. And then it was a resistance around that part. So we can extend it to the back and back and back. And of course, we'll still be getting the same result. So what I want to tell you now is very obvious. Okay, I want to believe that Euro USD is about to break this resistance. That's what I want to believe. Okay. Now, there are reasons I want to believe it is so. First is the interest rate cut in US. Now, as long as the Federal Reserve, which of course they are still open to cutting it like I think one more time before the end of the year, if the Federal Reserve cut the rate one more time, this Euro USD will break the resistance very easily and migrate ferociously to around this zone. I don't know if I can just push this up. Let's see. If we just get to this level on the Euro USD. Okay, that's this level. And this level will correspond to a previous level around here. We extend it to the back. And you see that previous level. So Euro USD can actually still cover this gap. Okay, I think we can just do this, something like this. Euro USD can still cover this gap. It still have room to grow. In fact, Euro USD still have room to grow. Very, very big room to grow. Remember, at the time past, say in the year 2020, Euro USD got to this level, right? Okay, so Euro USD can still do that. So I want to believe that if Trump also wins the election, if Trump wins the election, Euro USD can still get to this level. Because Euro USD, Trump will not, of course, if you check Trump, this is Trump administration. Let's see if we can just push back to a little bit behind. This is Trump administration, okay, from 2016 to 2020. So this is 2016 to 2020. So Trump administration covered all this level from 2016. I want to believe it's all this level. So you can see that then Euro USD, was within this range. So Euro was more valuable. It was just a period that Euro USD was a little bit kind of like down in the period of Trump, so to 2020. So, but in the Biden administration, we have seen dollar very, very strong. Can you see? The Biden administration, dollar was one-sided, okay, like one-sided downside. That's Biden administration and still pushing to this level. It is only now that we are seeing Biden administration losing for dollar losing value during that period. But by and large, I think the reason why Euro USD is moving up to the upside now is because Biden administration is finishing, okay, and people are beginning to look at maybe possibly Trump will come back, and of course that's that one, okay, because I think Trump will most likely support for dollar to be less stronger so that it can attract people, can afford to do businesses with US, okay, can encourage more businesses. Even in his speeches, okay, you understand that Trump is a businessman. Okay, he wants more people to be able to afford what they want to afford, buy and trade with United States government, okay, and generally, product generally. So it could be easy for you to easily access dollar. All right, it shouldn't be too strong for you to be able to do what you want to do. But Biden is of opinion that dollar should be very strong. Okay, it's our currency. They increased interest rate, and now they are beginning to cut it. So cutting of the interest rate could make dollar fail and euro to rise. Trump, if he comes back, would actually push for less valuable dollar and of course stronger euro, obviously. So I want to believe that we need to be very careful trading Euro USD going forward. But once you see it break this resistance, like I just explained now, this is D1. Okay, this is my honest opinion. I'm using both fundamental and technical. Technical, if you break that resistance, it's going to go up. Fundamentally, looking at the rate cut, looking at who is going to win the election next month, November, that will be kind of like a litmus test to what EURUSD is doing now. Now, let's clear the chart and go back to our discussion. And of course, remember we're still on the daily chart. So that's why you are seeing EURUSD very, very volatile now on the 1 hour chart. Okay, there's no permanent direction now. Price is doing what it's doing. So what I can encourage you to do is to do like kind of like if you want to do which is not professional, you can do both buy and sell, put a profit and stop loss. For example, now if you do both buy and sell on the slide, this kind of present condition, and the price goes up, it will hit your take profit. If the price goes down, it will also hit your take profit. But it is not advised. Okay, as long as the price does not have direction, it is not good to trade. So for me, EURUSD is stay off. Personally, I'm not, you can say I don't have a trade on it. So I'm staying off until there's a clear direction. I might just stay off till next month, okay, on EURUSD. But of course, if I see a clear direction that there's a clear breakout on the D1, of course, I'll trade a buy. Otherwise, I'll be looking to sell EURUSD because there's still room for the price to also go down. If all else fail, for example, if Kamala Harris win, okay, EURUSD could go down because it's going to definitely, obviously, continue with what our boss has been doing is, the economic plan laid by, Biden. Now, I want to see if people understand what I'm saying. See, every time it's not about placing trade buy and sell. So it's all about, understanding the concept and to the reason why price is doing what it is doing on the chart. So if opportunity comes, please sell EURUSD. Of course, you can use this kind of indicator. I always use. So you can see that the indicator is just volatile and it's zigzag right now. So there's no clear-cut direction as to what EURUSD will do. So I think I want to ask all of us, if you prefer to, you can stay off. But if you don't like it, or if you don't like what I'm saying, why not? Look for opportunities to buy and sell, but I don't have one on the screen right now. So it will make me shift to crude oil. Now, crude oil will still push forward. I want to believe so. So if you're interested in buying crude oil, when it comes back for a support, you can buy. Okay, and of course, I still have a buy right now. So I don't want to place the second trade, but you can, of course, jump in now and join the wagon of buyers. It's still a good time because price retraces a little bit now. Let's see if it come back for an average. Let's check with average. Let's also see if it come back for an average. Okay, so it has not crossed on the, this is H4. Let's go. Okay, so you can see that the price is obviously coming down to a support. So put this kind of indicator on your screen. When you see price come back for this kind of level on the chart, all right? When you see price come back for this region, go ahead and place a buy on crude oil, all right? That means the price returns to a support. I think that's clear. That's clear enough. So I just give you quality analysis on crude oil. Okay, so don't worry, continue to drop what you're dropping. I've seen your message, Olanrewaju and AI, that's wisdom. You want me to look at US100 and GBP card. So if you want me to look at something more, just send it, drop it in the message, and I'll look at it. All right, just drop it as a direct message to me. I'll look at it. Since we're having issues with general, audience in the comment section. Let's look at the next one on the screen that I want to look at, or my screen that I want to look at rather. It's going to be US30, I think so. Or is it USDJPY? Let's look at US30, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, US30. So on the US30 front, the price is obviously high on the screen. I think US30 achieved the highest high, I think on Friday also. Let's check. Yeah. On Friday, US30 achieved the highest of high in history. Let's look at the monthly chart. So this is the highest reach in history. And of course, it gave us kind of like a, what do we call this candle? We can't call it inverted hammer, but it's obviously maybe very dangerous for you to be placing a buy right now. I think you should be looking for a way to click on sell. Okay, that's on US30, all right? But of course, I'm not reading it for now. I'm staying off, but this is not EURUSD. This is not like EURUSD that you can stay off forever. There is an opportunity for you to trade what you want to trade on US30, but it looks more like the price has reached the final high. It can still achieve more, but of course, it could shed some weight. All right. So I want to say that I'm going to be staying off for this one, or from this one for now, but you can do your own personal analysis on this one and trade it. Now I'm going to go straight to GBP card, as suggested by, I can't remember his name, but I think his name is Wisdom. Let's go to GBP card. I don't think I have it on the screen, so I'm going to just go to Forex Market and check GBP card. All right. Now, for the GBP card front, just like GBP JPY that we analyzed it last time, the price has been very high up, and that's because, unfortunately, for dollar, that's the US dollar. US dollar has not been able to win a wide margin on card against card, but instrument like pound is winning widely against card. Okay, so and that's because it's not as if crude oil is high in price. It's just that dollar against Canadian dollar counterpart has not been very good. Okay, but of course, I think GBP card is still good to continue to push forward. The trend remains the trend until there's a change in that trend. So there's no change yet. So be looking forward to buy when the price returns to support. And of course, one of such supports you can use, remember, is either a moving average like so, or you use a stochastic like so, right? You can use any one. Okay, so for the moving average front that we just saw now, the price just left kind of like a second wave. Remember, I said if you're going to be using this kind of template, you need for the price to return, especially if it has not left the first wave, you need for the price to return to the black region before you can place it back. So allow for the price to do that. This 1 hour chart. I prefer 1 hour chart when it comes to daily dealings, all right? So I think that said, we can now go to the next one, which is as suggested by, let me check the comment section and see if somebody dropped something. Okay. So a Pemski, you said I did not specify whether to buy or sell US30. I said I'm staying off, but I said that I was staying off, but that if you want to trade, you should look to sell. That's what I said. Okay. So I did not really place a trade. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Maybe that's the English you're looking for. Okay, so let's look at USD/JPY. Somebody suggested USD/JPY. Okay, on the D1 front, I think I made analysis on this one the other day. Okay, so on the D1 front, I think it's a time for us to begin to buy also on this one. Okay, so I'm beginning to like what I'm seeing, but of course, let's look at H1 now. On the H1 front, let's see if the price hits Bollinger Band low. Let's check with the white one. Okay, so the price hit Bollinger Band low on the H1. So for this USD card, I could just place a buy, even though I did not see. Let's see if it's a candle that we can use. Okay, so this kind of candle finished more than 50% of previous candle. We could also call it piercing line. So let me just use this opportunity to place a buy on USD card. I'm going to use small volume. For me, you can use your own volume if your money is big. Okay, so you can use like a standard volume or 2 standard volume because the price is good to push forward on the USD card. Of course, there's no permanent price for this, so anybody can just enter. If you feel like buying USD card, you can just place a buy. If you like what I'm doing, I'm personally on a buy. So if you like it, you can join. But if you don't like it, you can stay off. Okay, but of course, I think that USD card should just push, even if it is 10 pips, 20 pips, I can just gather. And of course, you can increase your volume as your own will. Okay, and be on the trade. Now let's go on to, I think that's USD card. Okay, let's go on to, what is this one? Let's check. This one is US 100. It appears as if US 100 is pushing forward, but of course, US 100, I think, is not on the highest high. Based on what I saw on the monthly chart, it has not gotten to the highest high, unlike the US 30 that did highest high of recent. So let's look at it on the monthly chart. You still have room to grow, and this, like I said, I think the last time we saw this, this candle is kind of like a short that face downside. So I'm scared of trading a buy on US 100. This candle you see here, this one, this Babala, is like a short. If you look at it carefully, it appears like a short that face down. This is more like a seller's weapon on the screen. Okay, even though it appears where it appears, let's see, we cannot zoom in again. This is a maximum, but if you look at that candle, it's like a short that face down, right? So, but of course, if it is a short that face down, it means that the sellers are beginning to trying to collect price from the buyers and see if they can just drive it down. So we need to be careful trading the buy on US 100. So you might just be switching to sell. Okay, so let's look at the 1 hour time frame of it. On the 1 hour time frame, and if we look at what we have with Bollinger Band, no, not Bollinger Band now, the breakout strategy. With the breakout strategy, the price is coming back for the resistance, which is an opportunity for you to be looking to sell. So I think it's not the first wave. So why don't you wait for the price to hit this kind of region? Of course, you can now begin to look for a sell. Okay, so that's for US 100. And let me see if somebody drop more comments. Of course, I can look at it. So I've already looked at USD CAD, and of course, I've looked at USDJPY. That one is to Olatunde Sanusi. Can we do that USDJPY again? What do you want to see on USDJPY? I said buy. What else do you want to see? My screen suggests that I should buy. So I bought. I don't know what you want me to see or what you want to see. You want to be looking at my chart. I cannot continue to stay on the chart. You also have the chart on your phone and laptop. Switch to the chart, check out what I'm checking out and see if it is true. Put the same Bollinger Band on your chart and see if it is true. And then you can now execute your own trade. Okay, so let's look at more comments. Okay, so the only comment I see that I can just look at is Euro CHF, gold, and the USDJPY. Now, for gold, let's look at it. Gold gapped up this morning. Of course, it's currently trading days. Okay, so based on what this gold is doing, I really don't know what to tell you. It's kind of scary, but I think gold, based on analyst opinion, gold could still do a new high, get to 3,000. Let me see if I can just use default claim to check something out. Okay, if we do this and copy to the right side, it will mean that we have head and shoulder pattern on gold, right? And the neck region is broken already, okay? The neck region is obviously broken. This is like the neckline. It's broken already. So if you ask me, I will say this gold is a sell, technically. Now, if you are selling gold right now, your stop loss should be around this region. Sorry. This looks like a sell on line chart. Now, I've been playing with line chart for a while, so I understand what I'm saying. So your stop loss should be around this region if you are selling. Okay? Your stop loss should be around that region on gold if you are selling. That's if you are selling. Because why I'm saying sell is because there's a break in structure already. There's a break in structure right here. This is a break in that structure. That means the price already dipped below the region it's not supposed to go to. So that said, it means that this gold will just go down on 1 hour chart. But of course, remember that we are on another trend. So if you want to trade it, you have to use stop loss. And of course, you have to kind of like trail your trade. Okay, so we can just go back to like here and check. So I think gold, I would rather go with sellers this morning. And of course, I'll be waiting for people to contribute more to this one. So we can do. All right, so that's for gold. Let me see if I can just address Euro CHF. I think somebody dropped Euro CHF. I'm not 100% sure, but let me check again. Oh, not, yeah, Euro CHF and the USDJPY. Now, let's look at Euro CHF first of all. We don't have it there. This Euro CHF. Okay, so Euro CHF appears to want to go up on the 1 hour chart. Let's check it out. Maybe there's volatility here also, just like in Euro USD. Just that this one is kind of like confusing a little bit. We know Euro USD for what it is, but of course we are talking CHF now. The CHF is one currency that I'm not 100% familiar with. It can be very, very kind of like trend. It can be very trendy. Let's look at the D1. So here we are seeing kind of like a downtrend on the D1. Okay, so if you are seeing downtrend on the D1, what does it mean on 1 hour? It means that we can be looking for sell on 1 hour. So let's see if we can just insert a clean chart and do something like this with Fibo. Let's do Fibonacci like so. And then selling it to be ideal on this one, not a direct buy. I think cell limit will be ideal. Why? Because around this level, we have a support. Around this level, we have a resistance. Around this level, we have a support. And it's equal to this 61 period. So what you can do, everybody, go to your chart on Euro CHF. If you're interested in trading Euro CHF, it's not for everybody. When you get to your, I'm just trying to teach you how to do it so that even if you don't have me on the screen discussing this, you can have something or an idea on how to do and what to do. So you put your chart on 1 hour chart, and then you insert Fibonacci from this top. Let me clean it again and start all over. You insert Fibonacci from this top, the last top here, to the current low, okay, to this low. You draw a Fibonacci on the region. You start from the top and then you go down to the bottom. So you click around here. Once you click on Fibonacci like so, you come to this top and then you click and draw down. You drag it down up to this level low. And when you get to this level, you stop. You remove your hand, you remove your mouse or whatever. And then you look at this region 61. Whatever you find there is your sell limit price. Because you can place a sell limit at that level, right? So whatever you find in this region is your sell limit price. Of course, you can place a sell limit at that level, okay? That's your level for you to sell, for you to place a limit. That's the region of 0.94 to 0.944. That's the region of 0.943 to 0.944. That's the region you can use to place your sell limit. And of course, this is 100% practical, right? This is 100% practical. It is what I know, it is what I've done, it's what I'm doing. Of course, it's what you can actually give you money. Okay, since we are on downtrend, you should be looking to sell, and that's your sell region. Let me look at the comment section and see if somebody dropped a personal message for me. Okay, so you mentioned USD card, but we have USD on the chart. I don't understand what you mean. What are the two moving averages on your chart? For non-sure, it's actually 50 period and 21 period. The 50 period is 50. Sorry, the 50 period is black and the 21 period is red. The 50 period is simple, 21 period is exponential. I think that answers your question. I'm not sure if you are still here. But can we say it is generally on trend, uptrend for gold? Of course, yes, Chinedu or Saji. It is generally uptrend for gold. So that's why we are very careful in the trading gold. But then nothing lasts forever. Even if it is uptrend, it will still switch to downtrend. All right. So we have about 11 minutes to close the class, and I think I've done justice to many instruments this morning, including GBP-JPY, okay, including GBP-JPY, and AUD-USD is still waxing strong, but this one will also fall. It will also fall, just like USD. Wheat, well, wheat, I was actually waiting for wheat to come to this line for me to place a buy, and of course, I think I have about 700K on my account. So if you have like 1 million and you want to hit it big this year, this Christmas, which is your friend, you can trade it. Of course, I just draw something like this on my screen. So you can wait for wheat to hit this region, and of course, you can place a buy. All right. And that's this region in the future. Then you can place a buy on wheat. Okay. That's for those people that have more than 1 million in their account. They can still trade this one and make money. Any other thing I can look at? Any other thing? Okay. You need to look at something, you can drop it. Otherwise, we can just enable the channel now for people to speak to me. Of course, we can close the class. So who wants to speak to me? You can raise up your hand. Of course, I will allow for you to speak to me right now. Go ahead. Anybody? You raise up your hand. Of course, I will allow you to go. Who wants to go first? Okay, so let's see what Joseph has to say. So Joseph, are you there? Joseph Agumbiade, or mute yourself and speak to me, sir. Joseph Agumbiade, are you there? If he's not, Ernest or Dun can speak to me. Ernest, or mute yourself and speak to me. Maybe they are not hearing me. Can you all hear me? Okay, so I still cannot see Ernest's speech. I'm not hearing him. Okay, so Veronica Abdul, please unmute yourself and speak to me. Veronica, are you there? Obviously, she's not. Okay, what of Ekpemsi? Can you speak to me, Ekpemsi?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Okay, Veronica, you are hearing me now.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Sir,
Uh-huh.
even though I don't understand you very well, but thank you for your training. I
We thank
actually
God.
wanted to, okay. This Bollinger Band and some
Yes.
of the indicators, I
Yes.
observed that most times you always say that this particular indicator is suitable for a particular trade. So I want to know which of the indicators what will you use to determine the indicator to trade with?
That's an advanced question. And the more you are in this market, Veronica, the better your understanding of which indicator to use. The first thing is once you open your chart to any chart, it should give you an idea of what indicator to use. For example, let me open to this USDJPY on a clean chart like so. So now that you have seen that we can all see it, not only you, even me, I can see it. All of us can see that the price has descended like ferociously. In recent time, you can see a very sharp drop like so. And now some candles are beginning to print green. Can you see them? These two green candles are beginning to print. So the first thing that will naturally come to my mind of the indicator to use here is Bollinger Band. That's the first one. Because, of course, the price is now reaching kind of like a lower level and it's beginning to rise. So I'll use Bollinger Band for this one. Also, if I use Bollinger Band and I don't see what I'm looking for, the next one that will come to my mind is stochastic. So I'll check with stochastic now. If the price is right to be pushed to the upside. Now, based on what I have on this screen, the price is recently moving to the upside. Okay, so it is having what we call higher lows and higher highs. Can you see? From here now to this level, I don't know if I can copy this to this level, to this level. Let me just break it down to this level. So the price is having higher lows until today. That is now having kind of like a lower low right here. Okay, so now that the price is having higher low, the next thing I want to do is to check if the price is now kind of like doing what I prefer. So while the price was doing lower low around here, that's a kind of like a lower low, the indicator was doing, instead of the indicator to be following, the indicator was not doing the same thing. It was doing something different, like an equal low all through, okay, in this period. So this gives you an idea that the price may not continue to go down because the indicator is not following the trend in terms of low. So it means that the price could just switch back and begin to go up. That will lead me back. So I will stop here with stochastic and go back to the Bollinger Band and check if it is truly giving me what I want. And that was how I was able to get it here, that the Bollinger Band is actually giving us a better option with what we call piercing line. This candle is what we call, see, you need to go and learn candlestick. Maybe I will just open the candlestick school for all of you to come and learn. Okay. There are some books on candlestick that actually give me an edge. So this candle you see, this green one, is what we call piercing line. Why? Because it opens like equal or lower than the previous candle and close more than 50% of the body, the range of the candle. That becomes a piercing line. And of course, the next candle is naturally going to be a bullish candle. And that's why we're able to enter a buy on USD card. Let me see if I'm already in profit on USD card. Obviously, yes. So I'm already in profit on USD card, of course. And you should be if you also follow on the same trade. Okay, so Veronica, I hope that answers your question. She there? I doubt it. Well, I hope it does. Of course, we can go on now to check if we can enable Uforma to speak to us. Enable Uforma. Uforma, go ahead. Ebere. Are you there, Ebere? She's not. We have 4 minutes to go. Let's talk to Uguchi Emmanuel. Emmanuel, please speak to me. Adams.
Yeah, good morning.
Adam and Eva. Eve.
Good morning.
Yes, Adams.
Can you hear me?
Very clearly.
Okay, is it possible to change account officer?
Oh, you're asking if it is possible to change account officer.
Mm.
Well, this is not the right channel for you to ask. We are doing training, but of course, it's possible to change account officer. You need to just send me a personal message. I'll see to that.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you. And I don't have your number.
You don't have my number?
The name is
09020398739.
Is it Odogu?
Oh, you are in
Are
Port
you-
Harcourt?
Are you Emmanuel? No, I'm in Lagos.
It's not Odogu. My name is Olusegun.
Okay, Olusegun, I should have your number.
Yes. Okay, Ebere, go ahead.
Okay, please, I want to ask CBPUSD. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Oh.
Is it gonna sell? Because
I can't hear you clearly, Ebere. Raise up your voice. Raise up your voice. Ebere, loud it.
Okay, let me remove my ear.
Remove it.
Can you hear me now?
Clearly.
Can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay, I removed the earpiece. I said GBPUSD. I'm on a sell.
Let me check.
Sell trade. So, but it's currently buying. I don't know. Is it going to sell?
On a sell trade or GBPUSD?
Yes.
I'm opening to GBPUSD. I want to check for you. I've not checked it, at least not today. So, but I want to believe that whatever is happening to GBP CAD, GBP GPY, may be happening to GBPUSD. Like we said already, we said that the rate cut in US is not just going to affect Euro USD, it's also going to affect GBPUSD. All right. So, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of the trade. You don't want to be on the sell side of the market. So you should be on the buy side of the market if the rate cut continues at the rate it's moving. And if you look at the D1, we could just switch to a clean template for you to see it. If you look at the D1 front, this is the D1 front. Unfortunately, my chart is not loading properly. But if you check it on your own, you will see that the price still have room to grow to the upside. But for now, the price is currently at resistance. So it could actually still favor you, right? Based on the fact that, number one, if we insert Bollinger Band to this chart, the white one should do. And we zoom in on the daily chart. I think you should still be profitable because this price could just go down. There was a bearish engulfing candle that formed in recent time that may support the price to go to the downside. This particular one may just be kind of like a support that this price needs to go down. This one. So as long as this price is still on the chart, as long as this candle remains as it is, as long as the price is playing where it is playing now, you will most likely still be in profit if you keep the trade open. Ebere, are you hearing me? If you keep the trade open, closing it, without closing it, you may still return to profit. But if you see the price eventually breaking beyond this region that I'm painting now, if the price is breaking beyond this region, paint the same paint on your chart. Okay, put it on your chart like so. If the price is pushing beyond this boundary, go ahead and close your trade, accept the loss, and move on. And look for another trade. Now, any other question finally? Any other question? No, not you, man. Any other person that I can just bring on board? Obingene Churchill. Wow. Nzube, are you there? Nzube is not there. Let's look at Olumide. What's up, Olumide? Okay, Olumide is not available.
Can you hear me?
Increase your volume, Olumide.
Okay. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, Olumide.
All right, thank you. I'll be sending a message to you on the chat. Please, can we go back to that USD JPY? Actually came late, so I don't know if it's still possible to enter the trade. And
if you want, there's no need to go back. If you want to trade USD JPY, you can trade a buy on it. It's okay.
Right now?
Yeah. If you want to trade a buy, it's okay to go ahead and buy. No need to go back to that one. Another question?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's take the last person. A1. His name is Wisdom, or you prefer to put A1 beside it. Oh, sorry. A1 is the name you raise your hand. Let's look at Chinedu or Saji. Chinedu, you want to say something?
Yeah. Morning, sir.
Which location are you?
Asaba.
Wow, how is Asaba?
Asaba is cool.
Very good. So it's been long we go to Asaba. Very soon
Yes,
we'll come.
so hoping that you will come one day, very soon.
Okay. So what's up today? What's up?
Yeah, actually, my question is actually, I always find it difficult, this rectangle, how do you get it colored? That's
It's very easy. Oh. On this 75, Abby.
yes, 75, yes. I have a laptop.
It's very easy. You see this box now, draw a rectangle. If you don't
Yeah.
have it, you know, I have it on my own now, but if you don't have it, you right click on this side, right click, then you go to customize. It's very important to do this. Now, the part you are going to be you point your cursor to this part where you have arrow, crosshair, vertical line, horizontal line. That's tool area. It's the tool. You right click on that region, point your cursor there, right click, and click on customize. Now, by the time you scroll down this list, you should see rectangle on this list. On the left, that's the available button. Now, once you see rectangle, for example, I've already moved it to the right button selected. For example, let me see if I can just click on it and return it. So you will see, you should see rectangle on this side. So once you see rectangle, just click on rectangle like so, and then you click on insert, this middle one. So insert is to move it to the right side, remove is to move it to the left side. So once you insert it, it will definitely appear up here on this side. Okay. And once it appears, if you want it to move either up or down, you can just move it up or down. Okay, you can see the way it is moving, right? You can move it to anywhere you want it to go. And of course, once it is there, you can now click on close. Now, finally, once you click on it, and then you come to your chart and draw it. Sorry. Once you click on it and draw like so. If it doesn't paint, you right click on it. Sorry. You point your cursor to either of the edges. All the dots you can see. We have about 5 dots on the screen. Point your cursor to any of the dots and then right click. You now click on properties of that rectangle and then you can change color right here. And you see under common, you change color to whatever color you want it to be, whether you want it to be red. Okay, because the color that will be on your own is going to be default none. It's going to be like white. Okay, so if you click on white now, you can see that it doesn't have anything. It will also be hollow, like none. Let me see if I can. I think I have something like that. Oh, now you also go to parameters. So when you get to parameter, beyond the common, where you have color, okay, you should also go to parameter and enable fill. I'm coming to that part now. Let me go back to this one. And then you go to parameter, and then you see fill. Can you see fill? Yes. So if it is not checked, you will not be able to have a color. Even though it is green, you select, it will be something like this. Okay. But once you right click again, point your cursor to any of the dots, right click and choose properties and enable fill. Once you enable fill, then you'll be able to fill inside of the box. I hope this helps, Osuji.
Yeah. Thank you.
God. We thank God. So I want to appreciate all of us here present that have been able to stay up to this time. It's a good time for us to end the class. And of course, I want to appreciate you all. It's going to be a green peep for all of us today and this week. And of course, happy Independence, Nigeria. And I'll see you again. The next person that will be coming on board will be coming tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock. Be here, everybody. Because let's enjoy the class together once again. Because I'll see you when I come around again. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.
What was I saying?